Let us discuss the next topic in computational chemistry, that is molecular mechanics. Molecular mechanics computes the structure and energy of molecules based on nuclear motions. In this method, the electrons are not considered explicitly, but rather it is assumed that they will find their optimum distribution once the positions of the nuclei are known. This assumption is based on the Born-Oppenheimer approximation. That is, nuclei are much heavier than electrons and their movement is negligibly small compared to the movement of the electrons. Therefore, nuclear motions such as vibrations, rotations can be studied separately from electronic motion. The electrons are supposed to be moved fast enough to adjust to any movement of the nuclei. Historically, molecular mechanics seems to have begun an attempt to obtain quantitative information about chemical reactions at the time when the possibility of doing quantitative quantum mechanical calculations become difficult, that is beyond hydrogen molecule. More specifically, it was used as a method for studying the variation of energy of a molecular system with their geometry. This molecular mechanics model or this molecular mechanics method model the behavior of a molecule by totally avoiding the quantum mechanical Schrodinger equation. Therefore, this molecular mechanics method is a non-quantum mechanical method in computational chemistry. Here, the total energy is expressed by a simple algebraic equations with no necessity to compute the wave function or total electron density. The energy expression consists of simple classical equations. That is, by using simple harmonic equation, we can describe the energy associated with a bond stretching, bending, rotation, and intermolecular forces such as van der Waals interactions and hydrogen bonding. All of the constants in these equations must be obtained from experimental data or an ab initio calculation. In a very general sense, molecular mechanics is a method based on a mathematical model of a molecule as a collection of balls held together by springs. That is, in molecular mechanics method, the atoms are considered as balls and the bonds are considered as springs. This figure shows the ball and spring model of propane molecule. The principle behind the molecular mechanics is to express the potential energy of a molecule as a function of its resistance towards bond stretching, bond bending, and atom crowding. This potential energy expression is then used to find bond length, angles, and dihedrals corresponding to the minimum energy geometry in the potential energy surfaces. Therefore, the potential energy of a molecule can be written as the summation of E stretch, E bend, E torsion, and E non-bonded interactions, where E stretch etc. are the energy contributions from the bond stretching, angle bending, and torsional motion around the single bonds, and interactions between the atoms and groups are not directly bonded or non-bonded. The sum are all over the bond, all the angles defined by the three atoms ABC, all the dihedral angles defined by the four atoms A, B, C, D, and all the pairs of the significant non-bonded interactions. Let us discuss one by one interactive terms in the energy expression. The first, we have to study the E stretching term, and the E stretch corresponding to the bond stretching term. Molecular mechanics model the molecules as a collection of balls held together by springs. The increase in the energy of the spring when it is stretched is approximately proportional to the square of the extension. Therefore, delta E stretch, that is equal to K into S stretch into L minus L equilibrium whole square, where K stretch is the proportionality constant called one half of the force constant of the spring or a bond. A large value of K stretch indicates that the bond or spring is stiffer and difficult to stretch. L is the length of the bond when stretched, and L equilibrium is the equilibrium length of the bond, that is, it is called its natural bond length. If we take the energy corresponding to equilibrium length, that is L equilibrium, as 0 of energy, we can replace delta E stretch by E stretch. Therefore, E stretch, that is equal to K stretch into L minus L equilibrium whole square. Next, we have to study the second term, that is angle bending term. The increase in the energy of a system of ball spring ball interaction, that is corresponding to a triatomic unit, that is ABC, is approximately proportional to the square of the increase in the angle as shown in the figure. Analogous to the equation 2, we can write E bend, that is equal to K bend into A minus A equilibrium whole square, where K bend is the proportionality constant called one half of the angle bending force constant, and A is the size of the angle when distorted, and A equilibrium is the equilibrium size of the angle, that is its natural value. Next, we have to study the third term, the torsional term. Consider 4 atoms sequentially bonded, that is A2, B2, C2, D. The dihedral angle or torsional angle of the system is the angle between the AB bond and the CD bond as viewed along the BC bond. Conventionally, this angle is considered positive if regarded as arising from a clockwise rotation, that is starting with A to AB covering or eclipsing CD of the back of CD bond with respect to the front bond AB. Thus, the figure shows the dihedral angle ABCD is 60 degree. Since the geometry repeats itself every 360 degree, the energy varies with the dihedral angle in a sine or cosine fashion, as shown in the figure for the case of a simple ethane molecule. And also we can see that its geometry is changed from D3H to D3D. For systems ABCD of lower symmetry like butane, the torsional potential energy curve is more complicated, but a combination of sine or cosine function will reproduce the curve. Therefore, E torsion can be written as K0 plus summation of sigma r is equal to 1 to term Kr into 1 plus cos r theta. Next, we have to study the last term in the energy expression, that is the non-bonded interaction term. This represents the variation of energy of a molecule with the separation of the non-bonded atoms or groups. Atoms or groups A and B may be in the same molecule. Here we can see in this figure, or they may be in the different molecule, that is intermolecular. The minimum energy occurs at van der Waals contact when the two atoms or group at a distance of van der Waals distance, then the interaction, non-bonded interaction, occurs. A simple way to approximate this is by the so-called Lennard-Jones potential, that is E non-bonded interaction, that is equal to K non-bonded into sigma by r raised to 12 minus sigma by r raised to 6, where r is the distance between the centers of the two non-bonded atoms or groups. The function reproduces the small attractive dip in the curve as shown in the figure just shown in the previous slide. By setting dE by dr, that is equal to 0, we find that the energy minimum in the curve corresponding to the value of r is r minimum, that is equal to 2 raised to 1 by 6 sigma. Just show this slide. Here we can see the energy minimum, that is r minimum, that is equal to Ra plus Rb. Therefore, the sigma, that is equal to 2 raised to minus 1 by 6 into r minimum. If we assume that the minimum corresponding to the van der Waals contact of the two non-reactants, then r minimum, that is equal to Ra plus Rb, the sum of the van der Waals radii of the groups A and B. So we can write 2 raised to 1 by raised to 6 into sigma, that is equal to Ra plus Rb, or sigma is equal to 2 raised to minus 1 by 6 Ra plus Rb, or that is equal to 0.89 into Ra plus Rb. This sigma can be calculated from the r minimum or estimated from the van der Waals radii. By setting E is equal to 0, we find that this point on the curve R is equal to sigma. That is, sigma is equal to R when E is equal to 0. If we set R is equal to R minimum, that is equal to 2 raised to 1 by 6 into sigma. Therefore, E is equal to minus 1 by raised to minus 1 by 4 into K non-bonded interaction. And therefore, we can find out the K non-bonded interaction, that is equal to minus 4E when R is equal to R minimum. So, K non-bonded interaction can be calculated from the depth of the energy minimum. Therefore, by using the equations 2 to 5, one can develop a particular force field method. The main applications of molecular mechanics methods are to calculate the geometries of small to medium-sized molecule, to calculate the geometries and energy of polymers, to calculate the geometries and energy of transition states. The molecular mechanics aids to organic synthesis. The molecular mechanics method generates a potential energy function under which the molecule move for molecular dynamic calculation. The defect of this method is that there are many chemical properties that are not even defined with this method, such as electronic excited state. References: Computational Chemistry, Introduction to Theory and Applications of Molecular and Quantum Mechanics by Errol Lewis, and Computational Chemistry and Molecular Modeling, Principles and Applications by K. Ramachandran, G. Deepa, K. Nambudiri.